YouTube, what's good, family? Welcome back to the spot. Hopefully we can kill some boredom today. So today gonna be a long one. I'm about to finish the teardown and the putback of the 212 engine. I'm not gonna bore y'all with too much of an intro. You know, if y'all been watching the video, y'all know what's going on. So let's just jump into it. What I was doing, but this hole right here, your governor linkage hole and your governor gear hole, they're the same size hole, or pretty close. So what I did is I just grabbed a screw or a bolt, regular old bolt, nothing fancy, and I took my drill and I'm slowly tapping it in, just knocking it in real slow. And I'm doing that because this is a bigger than the hole, and it will thread itself, but it won't even matter how well of a thread it's going to do, because what I plan on doing is JB welding this hole, this bolt down in there. And also after I JB weld it, depending on how much comes out of the hole, I'm going to come with my grinder and I'm going to make it flush to here. And what that will do is it will melt, it will heat the metal up and spread it enough to where the help seal the hole closed. So what I'm gonna do is finish this one off and then show y'all how I did it. The drill is on the lowest speed setting, highest torque setting, and I just go slow. Okay, now I'm getting close. Now I'm gonna put it on the lowest setting. And I'm gonna gradually crank it up. That's almost flush. Almost. Alright, that's butted up. Okay. And that doesn't even protrude out. Alright. Again, this is the hole where the governor gear goes. Alright. Here. Let me make sure before I start. Tap it right there. Yep. Alright, you see it doesn't fit, and if y'all build these engines or get to this part, you know these are slip-ins, they're not screwed in. So what you do, you want to start dry, hand thread till you can't no more, lowest speed, highest torque. I need to put something here to prevent this wobble. There we go. Okay, here we go. And the reason I'm going slow is heat. Trying to keep the heat down. The best way to do that is go slow. Now I'm gonna lube it. I know it's in there. And then we're gonna butt it all the way down. Okay, crank that power down. And that's butted all the way up. Okay, I'm not gonna use any grommets or gaskets because I'm gonna mix some JB weld and straight JB weld it. Now bam, that's tapped in right up in there. You can see it's tapped up in there, and it's protruding out less than the gear assembly. So it's actually good right there, and up here it's not protruding at all. So now I'm gonna let these cool down, throw some oil in them again, and mix up some JB Weld. You can use Loctite too, but I'm out of Loctite. I have JB Weld. And this is the oil sensor hole. This is the bolt closest I could find to it. I'm really not sure if I could do it with this one. I don't think I'll be able to. I'm gonna have to go to a different store for more bolt selections. Oh, did I get it? It's trying. It's trying to cut in there. It's trying. Okay, I felt it bite. All right, guys. You can see the metal shavings right there. All right. And the reason, this is the closest, shortest bolt I could find of this thickness. So this one I'm gonna have to butt all the way in and cut it from the inside of the case. Nope, no dice, guys. It ate away at the bolt. Drats. Well, I didn't think I could with that one anyway. I was just banking on I could. Let's see. That. Oh, that is not going in. Oh, baby is in the house acting a fool, guys. All right, so I actually just bought a battery for that DeWalt I told you someone gave me. So we're gonna see if this thing has enough butt to do what I need. All right, we're gonna go to half. Yeah, there we go. All right, DeWalt, what you got, baby? Oop, wrong way. Oh yeah, the DeWalt's doing it. Little DeWalt for the win, guys. All right, lube it up. All right. Okay, there we go. Let's do it again. Uh-oh. I think that's all the butt we got. Let's crank it full throttle. Uh-oh. All right. The walk got me started, but can't keep me going. No big deal, guys. It's really not. So what I'm gonna do is hand crank it now. Okay, we're gonna throw a little bit of lube, a little bit of Astroglide. All right. And how this acting, guys, we might not use any, oh yeah, any Loctite. There we go. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is crank this down until it's flush in the inside. Man, it's amazing what leverage does. And we're gonna lube it up a little bit. I got shavings, I feel, coming out the bottom. So nothing like a little lube. Lube it up from the inside too. There we go, guys. There we go. Now all of these are threaded through. You can see right there. It's flush. That one is, this one right here is in the housing. And this one up here is as far as it's gonna get from the length of the bolt. And all of those were self-tapped by regular stainless steel bolts. Now I'm gonna mix up some JB Weld, tap them back in, or screw them back in. They're threaded now, so it'll be a lot easier. And as far as this one, I'm gonna take it out, do the JB Weld method, but I am gonna probably, just for the ease of it, cut this bolt up here. I'm mad because I knew I needed a shorter one, but this was the shortest they had. So I just cut it up here. And what that'll do is actually kind of seal it on the top end to the frame or to the housing. But enough of me talking like I know what I'm doing, guys. Let's just get it. So right there, marine weld is what I'm using. JB Weld, I am brand specific. The type really doesn't matter to me. Bam. Put that cap on it. Oh, don't do me like that. Did I break it? Come on, baby. Nope. All right, let me find the nails. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. There we go. Now we're gonna mix it up to a pretty little gray. Need to add a little more hardener. Shit. This is why I hate these things. I like the syringe because they break so easy. All right. Okay. Now all we do, keep it simple. We're gonna just nuke it pretty healthy. And we're going to the top up here. All right. Okay, and that is on there. There we go. All right. Now it's time for the second one. And that is gonna be up in here. This one right here. same process. Nuke it real good. There we go. There we go. And I like to rub the JB Weld around it. Kind of helps seal the outside. I know that's crazy, but it does, in my world, makes a difference. There we go. And that one's already come out smooth. And I gotta hurry up to be able to keep the inside of my tool to get all hard. There we go. And now, Big Daddy right here. There we go. Now we're gonna JB Weld up this. I can feel it already trying to get a little stiff. Okay. Now the rest is by hand until I get it flush. Oh, it's almost flush. Slow. There we go. And that's it, guys. Now I'm gonna let this all get hard. And I'm gonna cut that one, but all this crap on the side, up top, I'm just gonna hit it. Well, before I spray it off, I'm gonna use some of it to smear on the bottom. There we go, smear it on the bottom. Now we're gonna let this sit for about 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm gonna come back and cut it. Yeah, buddy. All right, there it is. I did not hit the tapered ends, and the reason I didn't do that is because those are the mating surface for bearings and the con rod. I'm going to use an emery cloth for those. Do those by hand. But that's the crank. Oh yeah, that's doing good. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I hit it once already.
Oh, you hadn't even started scratching it yet.
No, I just hit it a little bit. Just a tad. What I'm doing here is cleaning off the shavings. I'm just taking a nylon brush and just rubbing them clean. That's it, guys. I'm sorry for the lighting, guys, but there it is. I'm gonna hit it one more time. So I'm working in there. I'm actually done with the grinding. I'm gonna do some porting and polishing now. I'm gonna open this one up just to show you a difference. You can see there's a big difference. How you can see the lip right there, and I opened the lip up on this side right there and right in that area. Let's see if I can draw closer. There you go. This is easier if it's bolted down, but there we go. See? Bam. Okay, guys. So what I like to do is pop one cap off. I leave one on and one exposed to the interior of the engine. And I like to add my own white grease. No such thing as too much lube. So what I do is just go all the way around, nuke that. Okay, now the fun part. You take a socket, make sure it lines up on the inner recess of it. Bam. So there's a little lip. So I gotta press just a little bit more, but that's basically it, guys. Okay, guys, so I don't have any engine assembly lube. That's what I use, but my secondary, no BS. And the reason I use it is because it's got chemicals in it to make it a little extra sticky, which makes the task of installing your piston a little easier. Not gonna use any fancy tools or anything, guys. All right, arrow go down, dipstick goes down. I'm not using any fancy tools, any fancy trick or anything. A compressor will make the task easier, guys. The tools for the job does make it easier, but you don't need the tools. Now we gotta line up the journals and the mating surfaces up in here. We just gotta make sure we're lining up well. Yep, okay. Bam. That's in there, guys. So my work, shaving down them rings and opening up the piston did me justice. Oh yeah, that lines up heavenly. Let's see if I can get y'all. Just twisting it to be able to get the next screw in. I have it lubed, but what I like to do is no such thing as too much lube, guys. All right. Bam. Now I'm gonna tighten these up. These are supposed to be like 15 pounds of foot pounds. I broke my toe wrench, so I'm just gonna get it tight enough, guys. lifters installed. Make sure when you throw it together, male to female, the dots. Now we're lined up. I know I have slop. I had slop when I first got it. It didn't have any crank shims. I'm gonna throw some on here. I'm waiting on the male till they come. Okay, I didn't record it, but what I got going on so far is I got everything put back together, set the timing. I have to crank these down to I think like 15 foot-pounds. I had to shim it. With 1/10,000 shim. Now there's no slop. Everything's good, so I'm gonna torque this down, and then we're gonna work on the head over here. Okay, here's another problem, guys. So I found the engine rusted, but as you see, I've bent the stem. It's so tight on here that it's starting to bend. That's ridiculous. The other problem was when I bought from OBM, when I bought the head and piston, or the piston and rod kit, it didn't fit. So I had to do some modification to get it to fit. And then now this is just too tight. Okay guys, so I just lapped the valves, just did that. These are 18-pound springs I just put in. My tripod is broken, so I couldn't show you me lapping, nor could I show you putting the spring on. But I am gonna lay the phone down and I'm gonna show you. I could do up to 28 pounds by hand. Everybody's different, you know. You gotta have some grip strength. But basically what you want to do is get your spring, put your caps in there for starters. And then I'm gonna set y'all up so y'all can see this. Okay. So two-handed. All right, here we go. I hope the camera's showing well. And what you want to do is slip one side on. And once you get that side in, just keep going. Bam. That's it. It's on there. I could do up to 28 pounds. Everybody's different. But that's how you get the spring on. Really easy. No special tools, nothing like that. Just good old-fashioned grit. There it is. Now we're gonna put these on. The indented, the female goes to the male. That's really easiest way. Bam. Alright guys, this is what we got going on so far. So this is the trike we're gonna use. It's a foldable. We're gonna use this one right here. I'm waiting on a motor mount so I can weld it on. Here's the engine. I was gonna use the original carb, but it was ugly, so I'm actually gonna just buy an aftermarket carb and throw it on there. All I have to do is put my head vent in here, and I'm gonna route that into my intake. I have the starter. It's over here. Once I get the carb, I'm gonna put the starter together and throw it on to fire it up. But more than likely what's gonna happen is we're gonna put a key start on it. And we're gonna put this pretty mamma jamma over there.